Hey everybody, this is your boy John Patrick Adams, and thank you for checking out this video. It is day 28 of the 28-day challenge, and you know what? I am very excited about this day because if you are with me, if you are watching this video and you've gone through this 28-day challenge, by now you know what Cookie's secret is. So I'm really excited. Before I even get into the video, I definitely want to send a shout out to Carlos Harlow of Seven Sun Publishing for partnering with me on this 28-day challenge and working out a deal with me that we can give everyone that participated in this 28-day challenge a copy of his latest book, Fortune Cookie. And hey, if you are participating in this 28-day challenge, by now you have your copy of the book, and some of you have already read it, and you know what Cookie's secret is. So if you didn't participate in the challenge, go out to www.poeticexpression.com and get your copy of this amazing book. Again, thank you, Carlos, for partnering up with me and helping me give back to those who have given so much these past 28 days. So again, thanks to all of you out there who participated in this 28-day challenge. So I'm really excited about this video today. And before I get started too, another thing, you may hear this little click and I might need to take this off, but I just definitely want to send a shout out to my girl Bridget Williams of Epic Jewels for designing. I had a photo shoot on yesterday and she designed this wonderful bracelet for me to wear for that photo shoot, and I'm really excited about those pictures. They're wonderful pictures, and really excited about this bracelet. So if you're on IG, check her out, or even Facebook, check her out. It's Epic Jewels. She makes wonderful pieces, and I am just tremendously grateful to know her and so proud of her and everything that she's doing. So let's go ahead and get to it. If you have been with me this past 28 days, hopefully by today you are more aware of who you are as a dater. The whole ideal and premise of this 28-day challenge is not to help you find someone to date, but help you become someone other people will want to date, or if you met you will want to date you. So I'm really excited about this because over the past 28 days we've said 28 affirmations every day, and whether I know some of you struggle with that because it's different. Trust me, I get it. I've been doing affirmations for maybe about the last 5 years now. I've been doing affirmations, and of course there are some days you do not feel like doing it, but you still, those of you who are watching, you stuck it out, you said those 28 affirmations, and hopefully by now you feel more comfortable with saying it, because at the end of the day it is to make and help you believe the words that you are saying to yourself. And when you can accept a compliment from yourself, it makes it so much easier for you to receive compliments from other people. Then the second thing of the 28-day challenge was you had to say 7 compliments to random people throughout the day. And I know that was probably something a little bit hard for you guys. I know it wasn't like hard for me because I'm always complimenting people on just everything. I made it a goal of mine to highlight in people the wonderful things that they possess, because I think so many times we get, it's so easy for the world to tear us down, but it is so good when someone notices just the smallest things about you and then they compliment you. And that whole process was to teach you how to be more complimentary as a person, so when you do go out on a date, you can compliment the person that you're dating. Tell them, hey, you look great, hey, you smell great, hey, thank you for this, and I like when you do this here. Give them the type of feedback you want to receive. So that was, strategically planned out to make you more of a natural complimenter. So then you guys did the date, the friend date. I mean, where you went out, you did not use your phone or anything like that. You gave great eye contact, and thanks to those who sent me your survey. You did wonderful according to what I saw. You know, everyone pretty much got fours and fives. I don't think I saw any threes. So it was a wonderful experience with that. And I hope even in that you grew, because when we go out on a date, there should only be one audience, and that's the person sitting across the table from us. But most times we are so distracted by everything going on around us. So the whole process with that is to help you be more attentive to the person that is sitting across the table and be more engaging and inquire a little bit about them, not investigate or intrude into their life, but just ask them, like, hey, what's important to you? What are your dreams? Where do you see yourself being? So hopefully that helped you out. And then we're moving on to week 3. Week 3 was where you had to articulate each day 2 things off of your want list, how these things enhance you as a person. Because relationships are about being with someone who enhances us. You know, we can find anybody that we can be with. We can find anyone to just date. But it's really good when you're in a relationship and that person's inner being complements your inner being. So the whole process with that was to help you articulate and explain why these things on your list are really things that you need in your life. And some of you, when you went through this process, you may have noticed these things that you think you want are really not even things that you want. They are just things that sound good to say, but when you get to the core of you and you learn who you really are, you know what you really need. And then the 2 turn-offs each day, where you guys had to go and break down the 2 turn-offs. A lot of times, hopefully this process revealed, if needed, that maybe you're a little bit too hard on people and that no one is ever going to measure up or be good enough for you. And sometimes it's not so much compromising, and it's not even so much settling, because you should never ever settle for anyone or anything. But sometimes we have to accept people for where they are at this very moment. And there is such a big difference between settling and accepting. Accepting doesn't mean that you're settling. Accepting means that you see this person for where they are today, and you can also see them for who they're going to be tomorrow. And so you're accepting that they are in the caterpillar stage, but eventually they're going to turn into this butterfly and fly high above the world. So that's what that whole process was designed to make sure that you are not eliminating everyone because you are being too picky with the things that are deal breakers for you. Then this past week we went and we took the 10 things you have to offer, and then the one thing that's keeping you from being in a relationship. So the 10 things you have to offer, I asked each of you to consolidate your list. A lot of you probably had loyal and trustworthy. So those are ones. So you consolidated that. And once you consolidated the list, you looked at the list and you said, does any of these things make me stand out? What makes me stand out amongst the crowd by the things that I listed? And if you couldn't find that, then you dug a little bit deeper into that to find out what makes you unique, what makes you authentic, and what makes you stand out amongst the crowd. And like I shared in the last video, dating is similar to marketing. When you're dating, you have to brand yourself, and to brand yourself and what is your brand and who are you, so that you can stand out amongst the crowd, so that you can be noticed by the person who is supposed to notice you. Because if you're trying to be like everybody and you're doing everything that everyone else is doing, You're just blending in. So what is the one thing that makes you different? And once you found that one thing, that is the thing that you brand and that you share with the world. Because once you start sharing that authenticity of who you are, you're going to attract that in someone else. Because I've said it 1,000 times. We attract who we are. And if you don't believe that, sorry for you, but we attract who we are. And maybe some of you out there saying, I'm not a liar, but lying normally comes from brokenness, and maybe you're just a broke individual from your past relationship, so that's why you're attracting that liar. Maybe it's not so much that they're a liar, that the lying part of them that you're attracting, it's the brokenness that you're attracting. So once you find out what makes you authentic, you live in your authenticity, you're going to attract someone who is going to complement and enhance who you are. Then your last task was, what is the one thing that is keeping you from being in a relationship? And I am more than certain when we get to the core of this question, at the bottom, at the core of it is forgiveness. And I guarantee you, many of you may say trust issues. Many of you may say issues from your childhood, or issues from various things. But even when you get to the core of that, forgiveness is there. Because many times we have to forgive our ex. Many times we have to forgive our parents, and forgive maybe a father or mother that abandoned us. You have to forgive them, and not forgive them to set them free, but to set yourself free. Because as long as you are holding on to whatever issues you have in your life, whether it's a person or a feeling, as long as you are holding on to that, you are going to be chained to it. So if you want to, let go of that and get rid of it, forgive them, and most importantly, forgive yourself for allowing it to happen. And most times, in some cases, especially with parents and childhood issues, we're out of control of that. We have no control of what someone has done to us. But you have to forgive them. And then you have to forgive yourself for holding on to that and let it go. Let it go. Is it an overnight process? No. Is it an easy process? No. But all of that goes into it. Trust issues, generational curses, I guess maybe your standards are too high, whatever. And some of that even comes from bad experiences we have, whereas we say, well, I'll never ever let myself go through this again. So you set all of these high standards. I'm not going to deal with a person who does this, or a person who has kids, or a person who does that. And even through that, there is forgiveness needed in your past. So, the one thing, and I hope many of you are still working through this 28-day process, because the whole process wasn't designed to help you find someone. Well, let me take that back. The whole process was designed to help you find someone. It was designed to help you find you, who you really are. And many of you watching this video, you still do not know who you are as a person, as a dater, as a man, as a woman. You are still uncertain of who you truly are. And hopefully through this process, it has helped you in so many ways to get to the core of who you are. And like I said, to figure out who you are. Because if you don't know who you are, you don't know who to love. So I encourage you, to continue to work through this process. Thank you again for joining this whole process and, trusting me, and not so much, I'm always trusting me, but I'm just like losing it today. But thank you for joining me on this adventure of exploring who you are, and just trusting me to come up with a plan and following through with it. And I am forever grateful to each of you who are watching this video and who did the whole 28-day challenge. I would love to hear from you. My email is johnpatrick@johnpatrickadams.com. Shoot me an email and let's talk. I will respond to your emails, give me a day or two, but I will respond to them because I definitely want to hear from you that are watching this video. And before I go, you already know, if you haven't gotten your copy of my books, Naked and How to Win the Dating Game, I encourage you to get these books. You can get them on my site at www.johnpatrickadams.com. Again, thank you for joining this adventure, and I'm really excited about everything that's going to transpire in your life. Thanks again. Peace.